Okay, so the story I'm about to tell is insane for just so many reasons that you'll come to learn in a few minutes here. And the best part is, I can use this to promote my music because it happened at the studio while making a song that I just put out, so that's awesome. By the way, my new song Bad Mood is out on all platforms now. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, any platform you want, it's there. Go listen to it. First link in the description. It's like if Butterfly and Waste My Life had a baby. I think you guys are really gonna like it. That being said, something happened to me. Something so ridiculous and something I cannot even believe happened. And I'm so excited to talk about it today. And let's jump into it. So, as you all know by the start of this video, and just if you've watched me for more than a day, you probably know, I make YouTube videos and I make music, right? Now, I don't make music at my house where like I record my videos. I have a separate spot that I do that at. I have a studio that I rent. But unfortunately, recently, my studio has been going through some renovations, so I haven't been able to use that building very much. I haven't been able to go there and record because it's too loud and people are like doing work in the hallway and stuff. So recently I had to rent another studio so I could work on new music, right? So I rented this other place, this other room. It was like 5 minutes away from my other studio, and I've been using that for like the last month, right? Now, 2 weeks ago, I was in the studio working on the song I just put out. Now, I usually go to the studio alone, so on this night, I was alone. It was late. It was like 12:30 at night, or I guess morning if you want to be specific. But yeah, I'm sitting there. It's late at night. I'm working on this song, right? And the building that I was renting this studio from also rented studios to other people. So, you know, if you went out in the hallway, there was a studio across the hall, a studio down the hall. There was studios everywhere, and there was people pretty much in every room, even at the hour I was there at like 12:30. And I kind of liked that. I liked that there was other people in the building with me because it made me feel like it was creative. I don't know, like I had my studio, they had theirs, everyone was working on music. It was cool, right? Well, the issue here is that when you let a bunch of people into one building, whether it's an apartment, a studio, a college, there's usually at least one person in every building that doesn't know how to behave, aka too loud, you know, likes to play their music super loud, troll, you know, argue with their family or their girlfriend or boyfriend or something. You can hear them through the wall, like, you know, that kind of stuff. Now, luckily, because this was a studio building, I didn't hear anything through the walls. It was pretty soundproofed. But something else happened, and it was beyond ridiculous. So while I'm sitting there at my little desk / like mixing board thing, working on Bad Mood, I hear something from behind me. Very, very faint. Like, it was so loud that it went through the soundproofing, but I could hear this faint sound behind me. And I turn around, and there was a glass window on my door that led out into the hallway, so I could see out in the hallway. And I see this guy run by my door, full speed, running down the hallway. And then I see 4 other men chasing him. They run down the hallway, following him. Now I have 2 choices here. I stay locked in my room, I do not investigate, you know, like, I don't go out there. Or 2, I open the door and I investigate and see what the hell's going on. Now, a big part of me was like, dude, do not open that door. Do not see what's going on out there. Because if it's something serious, you probably don't want to get involved. But then the other part of me was like, man, what if this guy's in trouble that's getting chased? What if he needs help? So I decide I'm going to open the door and see what's happening. So I walk up to my door, I open it up, and immediately, you know, the room is no longer soundproof now because the door's open. I start hearing yelling out in the hallway. And I turn my head to the left and I look down the hallway and I see these 4 guys cornering this other guy and they're screaming at him. And I keep hearing one of them go, "Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Take it out. Run your pockets. Run your pockets." And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm thinking like, all right, this guy's getting robbed. Like, that's what's happening. But then I hear one of the guys go, "I said empty your fucking pockets. Give me my chain back." So now I'm like, oh shit, okay, like I had it wrong. So the guy that was getting cornered by these 4 other guys and getting like told to empty his pockets, he wasn't getting robbed. One of the 4 guys got robbed by him, and they were trying to get their boy's stuff back from this guy. So they were like kind of ganging up on him a bit. Now they weren't punching him, they weren't hurting him, they were just like cornering him, kind of pressing him. And at this point I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back in my room. This doesn't concern me. So I go back in my room, right? Now, should I have probably called the cops or something? Yeah, probably, but I can't lie, it was late. I wasn't in the right mindset to be making, you know, smart decisions. I was very much stupid and tired and just wanted to get this song done with, so I went back in the studio. And the minute I close my door, I see these guys run down the hallway again, this time in the other direction. So the first guy, He runs, and then the 4 guys behind him follow, chasing him, which is towards the exit of the building. So I decide, you know what, I should probably investigate this again. Like, this is clearly not getting any better. Maybe I should call the fucking cops. So I open up the door again, and I follow them towards the exit outside. Now, like I said, they were running. So they were outside before me, and they had a solid, probably 15 seconds outside before I got out there. So when I opened the door, the exit, and got outside, I was greeted to a sight that I did not expect to happen in 15 seconds. I opened the fucking door, right? And I see all 4 of these guys circling the other dude, telling him to run his pockets again. But this time, one of the guys is holding something. And at first, I thought he had a weapon or something. It looked like he was holding it kind of like a rifle. But then I realized it was not a weapon. It was an animal of some sort. And I couldn't tell what it was from far away. So I was like, all right, I gotta get closer. So I'm trying to creep up so they don't see me. But I also want to see what this animal is. I want to get close enough. Because, I could not tell. I could tell that it was gray. It looked gray. It was smaller than, your average dog. But it didn't really look like the shape of a dog. It looked like either a really chubby, small dog or, a really big rat or something, right? I could not tell what I was seeing. But the color was, grayish. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get closer. So I just, got up even closer, right? And I got close enough to where I could see this thing. And this fucking guy, I kid you not, is holding a possum. I don't know where he got a possum in 15 seconds from when I last saw him and then being outside. Obviously, he got it outside somewhere, but I don't know how you acquire a possum that quickly and then use it as a weapon, or why you would want to use a possum as a weapon. But upon seeing this, I had to say some shit. I was like, yo, are you guys good? And they all turned to me and they're like, yeah, we're good, bro. This dude fucking robbed us, bro. He took my chain. He took our hard drives. We're just trying to get it back. And the one guy, the one that they're accusing of robbing, was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Bro, help me. I didn't take these fucking guys' stuff. And I was like, listen, this studio, if the owner finds out this shit's going down, we're all getting kicked out of here. So, you should probably break whatever this is up and, get whatever you guys got to get over with, done with. Because otherwise, someone's going to call the cops. I'm not going to do it, but someone will. So, if you did steal anything, bro, and I pointed at the guy that they were accusing, I was like, give them their shit back and leave. And you guys, if you don't have proof of this guy stealing your shit and you're just guessing, then you guys should probably drop it. And all of a sudden, dude, this guy, the one everyone was accusing of stealing their shit, goes into his pockets of his jacket, his inner pocket, and takes out this, little gold chain. And he hands it to one of the dudes. And in my head, I'm thinking, yo, this fucking thief, this dude really stole from them. And then the other guy in the group was like, all right, now give us our hard drives. And the guy was like, I don't have your hard drives. I literally just took that. I promise. And the one guy's like, all right, get the fuck out of here. And the guy turns around and runs away, the guy that stole. And now there's just these 4 dudes, and one of them's holding a fucking possum. And he puts the possum down. And I walk up to him, and I'm like, yo, where did you get that thing? And why were you holding it like a machine gun? And we all just start dying laughing. And he's like, bro, I don't know. I was just mad and I was trying to scare him. So when we came outside and I saw that little fucker at the dumpster, I picked him up. And I was like, who raised you to where you can go up to a possum with no fear and pick it up? Dude, even seeing one of those things from 10 feet away scares me. He's like, I don't know, bro. It was the adrenaline. I just want to scare the fuck out of that guy. And honestly, it kind of worked. He got real freaked out when I held that thing at him. And I was like, dude, I feel like there's 2 types of people. There's people like me who, if you approach me with a possum as a weapon, it's going to work. And then there's people that aren't like me who, if you approach them with a possum as a weapon, they'll probably laugh hysterically and start crying. He's like, I don't know, man. Either way, we got the chain back. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. And he's like, honestly, bro, it's because of what you said, too. You're kind of a fucking guru with your words. You should start a podcast or some shit. And I was like, I kind of have one. And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah, I do YouTube, but it's not a podcast, technically. And he's like, what's your YouTube shit? I'm going to look you up. And I was like, sure. And I gave him my name. And he saw my channel, and he's like, this is sick. And then he's like, do you do music, too? Or, you just record your YouTube stuff here? And I was like, yeah, I do music as well. And I showed him my Spotify. And we actually became pretty cool. And he told me when I upload the video talking about this that I should name drop him. So, Elijah, if you're watching this, thank you for making my night at the studio a lot more interesting than it needed to be. And don't touch any more fucking possums. That's it. I didn't think that while I was in the studio doing some of the most boring stuff ever, like mixing my music, that I would have to witness someone use a wild animal as a weapon and try and get their chain back. But I'm glad that I did. Now there's 2 morals to this story. Number 1, don't touch possums on the street and any wild animal for that matter. And if someone steals from you, you should probably just call the cops and deal with it that way. But number 2, go listen to my song. Because a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and innocent possums were involved in the making of this. I'm just kidding about the second part, okay? You don't have to listen to my song, but I would appreciate it if you did. But nah, for real, when I look back on this 2 weeks later, I think, what was this guy's damn plan, bro? Was he gonna, throw the possum at the guy if he didn't get the chain back? I just don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. I feel like this is one of those stories where I'm gonna look back on it in 5 years, and when I tell it to people, I'll just be like, dude, I still don't understand why he did that. But yeah, shout out Elijah. We actually ended up going back in the studio later and playing some music for each other, and we actually exchanged numbers. So if you want me to collab with him, maybe I could retell the story on stream or on a video or something with him. And maybe you can, get a deep dive, a director's cut of what was going through Elijah's brain when he picked up a wild animal from a dumpster. It wasn't in the dumpster, it was outside of it apparently, according to him. But either way, he picked it up. So yeah, maybe I can bring him on for something. I don't know, he seemed like he was down, so maybe that's what I should do. He'll probably be watching this, so it's probably gonna happen anyway. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the story time. If you did, leave a like on the video, because I would appreciate it. If you want to hear the song I was making while all this went down, it's in the description. I honestly owe a big thanks to Elijah, because this has got to be the best way to promote a song ever. And without him, I wouldn't have this story. So thanks, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys all later. Peace.
I'm in a bad mood, I can see it today. I remember all my friends and now I'm all